Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Lakers executives are not sitting still, as many are thinking. Manager Rob Pelinka is trying trade deals to bring great players to the Lakers. The Utah Jazz have good players who provide the scoring and athleticism that the Lakers need, and these players can add a lot to the squad. Jordan Clarkson and Walker Kessler interest the Lakers in a big trade. The Los Angeles Lakers are far from satisfied in the Western Conference. As it currently stands, Los Angeles is sitting at the 5th seed with a record of 20-15. Despite acquiring Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, it does not look like they want to remain quiet with 1 month left before the trade deadline. The Athletic's Jovan Buha reported Sunday evening that the Lakers are still going to be evaluating the trade market, and they are not satisfied with the roster. After studying the CBA and using the Spotrac trade machine, here is how a deal could look to bring back a familiar face to LA and address the Lakers center issue. Lakers receive Jordan Clarkson and Walker Kessler. Jazz receive Jalen Hood-Schifino, Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish, 2027 first-round pick protections removed, 2029 first-round draft pick, and a 2025 second-round draft pick. Los Angeles has been linked to Kessler amid their big man struggles, and height is exactly what the current Laker roster needs. The 7-footer is averaging 10.4 points per game and 11.3 rebounds per game, both of which are the highest mark in his 3 NBA seasons. Clarkson enjoyed a successful stint with the Lakers from the 2014-15 season as a rookie until being traded at the 2017-18 deadline. He's averaging 16 points per game with the Jazz on 42% shooting this season as their 6th man. The 9-win Jazz would also benefit from this trade with a pair of draft picks and 2 young players to build around. Hood-Schifino, 21, has struggled to find meaningful minutes with the Lakers. Reddish, 25, averages 18.4 minutes per game off the bench for the Lakers and provides 3.4 points per game. A change of scenery and the right situation would greatly benefit the Duke alumni, and Utah could prove to be just that. Gabe Vincent, a key piece of the deep Miami Heat playoff run in the 2022-23 season, has never really fair shot as a Laker. He only appeared in 11 regular season games for LA last season due to injury, and this year he has struggled to find a consistent role. In 18.9 minutes per game, he is averaging 4.3 points per game on 37% shooting. Although the Jazz have claimed that they would need to part ways with the big man, this trade proposal seems to suggest that both teams go home happy. The NBA trade deadline is 1 month away on February 6. Whether Utah chooses to part ways with their talent, you can count on the Lakers to make a deal as they head into the season's midway point. Rui Hachimura and Dalton Knecht among 6 untouchable Lakers players in trade talks. The Los Angeles Lakers have made one significant trade this season and could make another before the February 6 deadline. If they do make another deal, it would appear unlikely that Rui Hachimura or Dalton Knecht would be on the way out. Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus reports they are among 6 players considered untouchable. Competing executives have also told BR that the Lakers, at least to date, have shown no interest in discussing trades that include Rui Hachimura or Dalton Knecht, or, obviously, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, Bronny James, etc. The Lakers not wanting to discuss trades involving LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and Bronny James isn't a surprise. LeBron and Davis are the best players on the team, and Bronny is going nowhere as long as his father is around. Reeves, meanwhile, has seen his name pop up in rumors from time to time, but the Lakers have reportedly been unwilling to include him in trades. Hachimura and Knecht now being part of this group is quite interesting but not all too surprising. They've both impressed at various points this season. Hachimura, who is in the second year of a 3-year, $51 million deal, is averaging 12.1 points, 5.3 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 0.9 steals, and 0.6 blocks per game for the Lakers in 2024-25 while shooting 42.2% from beyond the arc. Head coach J.J. Redick seems to have taken a liking to the 26-year-old, as he is one of 4 players on the team to start every game they have been available for. As for Connect, he has somewhat hit the rookie wall now, but we saw enough from him earlier in the season to know he is someone the Lakers need to hold on to. The 23-year-old is averaging 9.7 points, 3.4 rebounds, 1.0 assists, 0.4 steals, and 0.1 blocks per game in 2024-25 after being selected with the 17th pick of the 2024 NBA Draft. If the Lakers insist on keeping hold of all 6 of these players, though, then it might be safe to say we shouldn't expect a big move before the deadline. The likes of Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood, and Jalen Hood-Schifino appear to be ones they're open to parting with, and they won't get a star for them, even if they include some of the first-round picks they can trade. The Lakers could make a smaller but smart move, though, like when they acquired Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton from the Brooklyn Nets for D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and 3 first-round picks. They had lacked an elite 3-and-D wing for years and addressed that issue by landing Finney-Smith. The other big issue for the Lakers this season has been not having a capable big man apart from Davis. As a result, they have been linked to quite a few centers like Jonas Valanciunas, Nick Richards, and Robert Williams III. The Lakers would take a step in the right direction if they are able to get in a quality big man, and it will be interesting to see if they are able to get a deal done in the coming weeks. It's the perfect time for the Lakers to make a splashy trade. As per usual, the Lakers are right at the epicenter of NBA trade rumors. No team has a more extensive history of making splashy trades for big-name players, often at the expense of the team's draft capital. The way that the NBA landscape has unfolded this season fosters the perfect environment for one, if not multiple, big trades to be facilitated before the February 6 trade deadline. As fate would have it, multiple superstars are in position to be dealt to a new team within the coming weeks. Both Jimmy Butler and De'Aaron Fox have been subject to widespread trade speculation and, unsurprisingly, the Lakers have been linked as a team to watch. Aside from the multiple high-profile players that could potentially be moved, it's hard to argue that it's not an ideal time for the Lakers to go all out to make a major move. LA currently sits 5th in the Western Conference with a record of 20-15. They have won 8 of their last 12 games and sit only 3 games behind the second seed in the West, which is occupied by the Houston Rockets at this moment. The bottom line is that the West is pretty open beyond the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder, who have won 15 games in a row. As they are currently constructed, the Lakers are too reliant on LeBron James and Anthony Davis to be a legitimate championship contender, but that could all change if they find a way to bring in a third star, even if they have to surrender a combination of role players and draft picks to get it done. LeBron is not getting any younger and Anthony Davis is in the prime of his career. The Lakers owe it to both of them to surround them with a roster that is capable of contending. Jimmy Butler. The events of recent days have made it quite likely that Jimmy Butler will be traded in the near future. While the Lakers are not currently listed as a favorite to land Butler, they could certainly use a player of his caliber if they are to be in a position of relevancy when the playoffs begin in April. Many of the current rumors list teams like the Rockets, Warriors, and others as the most likely options to trade for Butler. De'Aaron Fox. Of all the names that the Lakers have been connected to, De'Aaron Fox makes the most sense for a plethora of reasons. For one, Fox is exactly the type of player that is missing from their roster. The Lakers' roster lacks speed and athleticism, while also needing a considerable boost at the point guard position. Fox provides an answer to all of those needs. He is also a player that is capable of being a long-term star in Los Angeles. LeBron has already made it clear that he does not know how much longer he will play, leaving many looming questions as to what the Lakers' future will look like once he has retired. Adding De'Aaron Fox to the team would not only give LA an elite Big 3 for, presumably, a few seasons, it would also offer them a building block for the post-LeBron era. It is not clear right now as to whether or not the Kings are actually interested in moving De'Aaron Fox, but all indications are that a trade could be in the cards. Sacramento recently fired their head coach and could be in position to make more major changes since their position in the standings is less than ideal. Other potential targets. Zach LaVine has been listed as a potential trade target for the Lakers for quite some time. The Bulls remain in a position of mediocrity, just as they have been for the majority of LaVine's career. Chicago has not won a playoff series since 2015, LaVine's rookie season. It is possible that LaVine will opt for a new challenge sooner or later. Another name to watch is Jonas Valanciunas of the Washington Wizards. The Wizards are guaranteed to be sellers at the trade deadline, while the Lakers could use reinforcements to their frontcourt. A trade for Valanciunas would not be of the same magnitude as a trade for one of the other names listed, although it would not be surprising if the Lakers opted to go for smaller-scale moves rather than a big shakeup. Just over a week ago, LA traded D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and draft picks to the Brooklyn Nets for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. It is possible we will see them make a similar move to this in the coming weeks, or maybe no moves at all. Nevertheless, they have an opportunity to become a contender if they can find a way to add another star player.